So there's been a lot of entertainment news recently about the show Euphoria and its many nude scenes featuring the various young actors and different issues about whether they've been comfortable with it and that kind of thing. And it's reminded me of an interview I read with Katie Holmes about 20 plus years ago when the movie The Gift came out, which featured her first and what she said would be her last nude scene ever. I don't know if, as far as I know, she stuck with that. And the thing that stuck with me, it struck me at the time, and it stuck with me all this time, is that she said it was just so hard. Acting shouldn't be this hard. And I thought, why not? Why shouldn't it be hard? You're getting paid well, and presumably it's something that not just everyone can do. And it just, granted she was very young at the time, and I could see, she might have had something better to say if you'd interviewed her the next day or 5 minutes earlier or something. I know sometimes I don't always have the best words available right at the moment, but it's just still sort of stuck with me. And it set my mind going in a variety of different ways. I sort of wonder how much was that it was her and she was that young. It's entirely possible that the environment on the film wasn't what she needed it to be. I've never heard anything wrong about Sam Raimi or anyone else involved in that film, but just hard could mean uncomfortable, and uncomfortable could be more than just nudity. It could be nudity and the people she's working with. I haven't heard anything about any of that. It also makes me wonder if they had an intimacy coordinator. I don't believe they had intimacy coordinators yet on films the way they do now to make sure that everyone is comfortable with what they're doing. And going back to Euphoria, that's an interesting one to me because the actress who plays Cassie, who has quite a bit of nudity in the show, and apparently the way I've seen it, she doesn't have a problem with the nudity per se. She often thinks it's too much, that it doesn't always have to be that way. And apparently Sam Levinson, the show creator, has been very receptive to her as far as that. But still, all these things raise questions about what is appropriate in a production, what is appropriate for actors to be expected to do, what they know ahead of time. The story that about nudity in film recently that really impressed me was when I read about the preparation that Emma Thompson did for her new movie, in which she has a nude scene, her first, age 62, and she, presumably this was the director's idea, she and her co-star and the director rehearsed nude all together, and apparently did all sorts of things. They rehearsed, they talked about their bodies, they drew pictures, they just genuinely got comfortable with the whole thing. And I think that that kind of exercise and that kind of depth is not what every production needs. But I think that that kind of thinking about how to get people on the same page with what has to happen could be very valuable in any sort of production. It doesn't even have to be nudity related, though honestly I think that being naked together can be such a powerful sort of bonding experience and getting past the bullshit experience that it could be a perfect thing to do, whether or not there's even nudity in the production. And that is some random thoughts on Euphoria and Kate Holmes and Emma Thompson and nudity, and I'll leave it at that. Thanks.